It's been a while since I last spoke about Zilliqa, and in today's episode I am going to be talking about everything that is related to Zilliqa. What you are supposed to be doing, how you're supposed to prevent all the risk in case you guys are into staking Zilliqa in order for you to earn gZil. We're going to have a very nice discussion. I go by the name of Mona, aka Beyond 10x. Please remember that I am not a financial advisor. Whatever you do, please do your own due diligence, and investing in cryptocurrencies is extremely risky. Today's Zilliqa price is 7% down. As you can see, this is the current price. We are still far away from 2 cents, and it's very depressing to see the price of Zilliqa always not going above, I don't know, 3 cents, because we've been waiting for this for like a very long period of time. But I don't really blame Zilliqa or ZIL, because everything is pretty much down. If we take a look at the markets, we have had like a massive beating today. If you look at the 24-hour gainers, we have Nano, which is up by 6%. Bitcoin is up by about 1.5%. And by the way, Bitcoin is almost at 12,000. As a matter of fact, it did reach 12,000 US dollars, and right now we are slightly having a little bit of a breather. And the more that Bitcoin keeps on climbing up high, right, the more the altcoins are performing very badly. Now that could be a good or a bad thing depending on what type of investments you have. If you have like a lot of alts, then probably your portfolio is a little bit down. If you are into Bitcoin, then you are obviously having like a blast. So anyhow, let me go back to Zilliqa, right? Because a lot of you have been asking me. It's been a while since we last spoke about Zilliqa like in depth. So if you take a look at this, right, we are looking at the weekly sort of graph of Zilliqa, and as you can see right over here, we have a lot of cluster of volume like right around this particular threshold. And I really believe that ever since we sort of broke out to the upside, we did crash this particular resistance which we previously had right over here, and for a while, for almost about a month, we failed to sort of break this particular resistance. And recently, I mean like since 28th September, right, we obviously managed to break through this resistance that we really had, and then now we are dangling right on the support right over here. The resistance turned into support. So what's really going to happen is, if we are going to be having like the bearish sentiment all over again. Oh, and by the way, you have to remember that there's a lot of bad things happening in the world. I mean, the lockdowns, Ireland. Well, let's just look at the coronavirus infections. Coronavirus, whatever map. There has been like a lot of things going on over and over. So right now, I'm actually based in Russia, for those of you who do not really know, and we are having around 14,922. So the number of infections are way greater than what we had in May, around 11,000. So that's pretty crazy. So if we look at Ireland, right, Ireland is having its second lockdown, and things are just turning worse and worse, and I'm sure it's because of the weather, because we are getting to that colder part of the year, right? So obviously the infections are bound to go extremely high. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about is obviously America and what usually happens there, because it's obviously going to have an effect on them, on the, you know, general traditional markets and whatnot. So here, as you can see, they're not really having like the peak season in comparison to July, so that's pretty good for them. But there are rumors that there might be like a second shutdown or lockdown, depending on how you guys really want to like refer to it. So there's obviously this uncharted territory where you do not really know whether it's going to happen or not. But obviously, like a lot of different countries do not really want to like end up going into like a full shutdown, because obviously their economies are going to be sort of destroyed, and nobody really wants to be in that particular position. So a lot of countries are really willing to sort of have high numbers so that they just like let everything run, or have minimal shutdowns. They are probably introducing like stricter rules of operation. Like for example, a lot of restaurants, clubs are being told, okay, you can't really operate the whole night. You have to have like a specific time period that you're supposed to be working, so that we can just sort of combat the spread of coronavirus. But is that going to end up working? Is that really like a very good solution? So these are the things that we are facing right now. So moral of the story is we could have another crash with regards to the traditional markets, and just like a whole lot of different countries being destroyed. So I mean, economically, that is. So it is very important to understand that when we are investing in these cryptocurrencies, we do face such a similar crash that happened like right around here in March. Okay, March 2020, we had that drastic drop. So you always have to have that in mind. So in case it does or doesn't happen, we're just supposed to protect ourselves from the impending risk that we might face. Okay, so all I wanted to say is let's say for example, if you are going to be dollar cost averaging, right? Let's say for example you want to invest in Zilliqa for the long term, right? Obviously it makes a lot of sense in order for you to dollar cost average, buy in bits and portions, because you never know what is really going to happen. In case you guys ended up buying like right around this area and you are in profit, right, I would recommend you guys to sort of take some profits and just have money on the side in case we are in a situation whereby the prices just end up correcting towards the downside. So you just want to be able to like have money on the side to be able to buy back. So let's say for example we end up correcting towards the downside, right, which is a good possibility, right? Where's our next area of support going to be according to this Fibonacci extension? So we are most likely going to end up first of all correcting I don't know, maybe here around 0.01662. This particular area is going to be another good area of value, and I'm sure this is obviously going to play a factor in terms of us getting to bounce and then probably doing that and then ending up correcting towards the downside. So I'm not here to like really scare a lot of you because I'm having like this bearish sentiment. And by the way, if we take a look at the MACD, right, we were supposed to sort of potentially this could happen, right? We were supposed to sort of have that bullish crossover, right? But right now it really seems it's not really going to happen. It's not really going to happen, especially if BTC continues gaining momentum. And the funny thing is, if BTC rises in price, a lot of altcoins are going to lose their value, like just what we saw today, right? Obviously Bitcoin dominance is increasing, so the more Bitcoin dominance increases, the more the alts are really being contrarians in comparison to the direction of BTC. Let's say for example BTC goes up, the altcoins usually tend to go down because obviously BTC is having the most amount of dominance when it comes to the markets. Okay, so now if we take a look at what has been happening or what is happening here on the MACD, right? Let's say for example we have another situation where the bearish sentiment just continues going on, right? And then we just keep on sliding to the downside like that, right? That is a possibility. So that means we could potentially see some lower prices, and obviously if that is going to happen, right, then this particular area is going to be like another area of interest in terms of us finding some support, because we previously had like quite a lot of resistance, and it is possible for us to drop all the way down to this particular area because one, we have resistance here, and then we also have support here. I don't really know whether you guys can see this here, because this is where we had this particular wick. Do you see that? and this is corresponding to this particular resistance right over here. So all this area is going to be like a very good area to sort of have like a bounce back in terms of us going back if the stock markets are going to end up crashing. But that is obviously like a very extreme expectation, and I don't know, I have no idea whether this is going to happen, but we are supposed to be preparing for the worst. But however, we are facing like quite very good support right over here, and if we end up cracking this level of support, if you take a look at the the VPVR right over here, right here, we don't really have like a lot of trading action going on. So if we end up cracking this particular support, it is very possible for us to go back to this particular interesting area, because this is where we had like a lot of different trading action. Okay, this is going to be like another area of value. So best believe all this vacuum is going to be, it's going to be penetrated through, and that's going to be like a good opportunity for people who are going to be shorting, or the people who are going to be buying it way cheaper. And I'm sure a lot of you are hodling and just having like a lot of Zilliqa, right? So if you are hodling your Zilliqa on different exchanges like Binance, KuCoin, and all that stuff, I would really encourage you to sort of have full custody of your own tokens, because that is very beneficial, and you guys are going to be able to like stake and earn gZil. Now, Zilliqa is obviously the governance token, and gZil is the type of token that you are going to be earning when you are going to be sort of staking your Zilliqa and just being able to like provide liquidity for on Zilswap, because you guys already know that Zilliqa has now got decentralized finance. They have their own decentralized exchange, and they are trying to penetrate through the decentralized finance niche. And these guys recently introduced staking, which is very lucrative, and a lot of people are staking. So let's say, for example, you have free Zilliqa tokens, which are free Zilliqa coins, which are sort of laying dormant on cryptocurrency exchanges, right? It is obviously very beneficial to you if you are staking and earning some gZil, which you are in turn going to be able to like earn Zilliqa on top of, if you know what I mean. So instead of you just risking all your money on an exchange, you can have full custody and full ownership, full control of your money. These guys have got like a very amazing wallet. You can use the Zillion wallet. It's more like MetaMask, so it's just a MetaMask version of the wallet for Zilliqa, so you can easily do that. All the information that you really need is going to be like in the description box below. So instead of just having and holding your Zilliqa coins on an exchange, you might as well earn passive income and be able to like earn more Zilliqa by just staking, and then just being able to like earn the gZil, which is going to be very good for you, because obviously in the long run these things are going to be appreciating in value. So we just have to like survive this particular period. Like once this particular period is done, once this uncertainty is over with, right, then we're going to be able to like go to the moon, and everything is going to be good to go. So that's my little technical analysis with regards to Zilliqa. So as much as I want to see higher prices, I'm being realistic, because things in the world are very shaky. Anytime bad things can happen, and you just want to like keep yourself protected at any costs. So yeah, if you guys have got some Zilliqa, please just try to stake it, earn some gZil, and be able to like have full ownership over your money, and you guys are going to be like overall sleeping better, because you don't really want to end up losing your money because some exchange got hacked. So with regards to some news, what did these guys have? I mean, like recently today, I guess Zilliqa was having like some maintenance on the mainnet, because they wanted to like fix a few things. So I'm sure some of you guys who are staking Zilliqa noticed this, and so here's an announcement. We will be conducting an unscheduled mainnet upgrade version 6.4.2 tomorrow, which includes an essential fix for the smart contract execution. This will be followed by an upgrade of the staking smart contract to regulate the reward frequency, bringing it back to approximately once a day. So yeah, that's that. So staking via Zillion Mainnet will be unavailable from 20th to 22nd October. However, your funds will remain safe. Non-staking transactions will be enabled post Mainnet upgrade on 20th October. Rewards are going to be dispersed retroactively post staking contract upgrade on 22nd October. So if you guys are staking, just best believe the staking is going to resume on 22nd October. So everything is going to be Gucci. Yeah, so that's that with regards to Zilliqa and the markets and what I think about everything. Okay. Ooh, Ethereum is 367. That's pretty crazy. That's so crazy. So anyhow, Bitcoin can go to 12,500 if the bullish sentiment is going to continue with regards to the stimulus check in America, because a lot of Americans are waiting for the stimulus check news. Is Nancy Pelosi going to be able to like sign that check so that this money can be released and everybody can be able to like get their stimulus check or money? If that happens, then we might see some bullish sentiment with regards to everything, and potentially Bitcoin might even benefit from this particular action, and that would obviously bring about the increase in the value of BTC. So if that happens, then everybody's going to be happy. As far as altcoins are concerned, I have no idea what's really going to happen, but so far this particular situation that we have been having today, Bitcoin goes up, altcoins dump. That is really reminding me of 2016 when we had that initial phase of the bull run. Okay, like once Bitcoin really starts running up, right, a lot of these altcoins are just going to be stagnant. And once Bitcoin does its thing, then the alts are going to have their own shine. So right now we are seeing the initial phases of an impending Bitcoin bull rally or bull run, which is pretty crazy. Like, it's been a long time since I saw this correlation with regards to altcoins and Bitcoin. So exciting times are coming. But of course, you have to remember that the volatility is still going to be here, and you know, the prices still can crash by about 15%, and then the following day go up by about 20%. That's just how crazy cryptocurrencies are. So make sure you are not really over leveraging yourself, because you might end up really crying. So anyhow, it's been your boy Muna. In case you guys have got like some doubts with regards to staking, there's this amazing staking guide that you can follow if you really want to like take advantage of the Zilliqa that you have. So everything is pretty basic. Just follow this information. I'm going to have the link in the description box below. If you guys really want me to like do like a step-by-step tutorial on how you're supposed to do it, please let me know. That I'm probably going to do like a video, but everything is pretty easy. I mean, so long you guys can read and do a few basic computer, you know, activities, I'm sure you can really pull this off. So yeah, make sure you stake your Zilliqa so that, you know, you can be able to like earn on top of it, and make sure that you are doing what you have to do with regards to just being able to protect your money, because money is very important. Anyhow, I'll talk to you a little bit later. It's been your boy Muna, and peace.